So what's the best thing about Halloween? Trick-or-treating for sure. And no, I'm not too old to be trick-or-treating, but having a sugar rush can kind of be exhausting. So I'm thinking about a salt rush. I'm gonna make some bloody pasta arrabbiata. And for dessert, some mousse. Muhahaha mousse! Pasta. Olive oil. Butter, chopped onions, chopped garlic, chili flakes, blanch and chopped tomatoes, sugar. Hey guys, so today we're going to make my version of pasta arrabbiata. So first over here I have put some olive oil in a pan, and I'm going to add about a half spoon of this quantity of butter I have in the pan immediately. And so this and the olive oil is going to start melting, as you can see. And I'm also going to add these onions, these chopped onions. And I'm going to add my garlic that I've chopped up. So I'm just going to stir this for about a minute or two until the onions turn golden brown. So now my onions and garlic are pretty much ready. You can tell it's turned a nice golden brown color. So because this is arrabbiata, I'm going to add some crushed red chili flakes. I want it nice and spicy, so I'm adding this now so the flavor gets cooked in with the oil and with the garlic and onions. So I think that's pretty good. And now I'm going to mix it around a little bit. You can smell it, it smells spicy. And now I'm going to take my blanched tomatoes that I have. I'm going to add that as well. Mix this around for just a second. And also to further season this, I'm going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper. Here's my pepper. And then a little bit of salt. And mix that. But now because everything is probably going to give up a little bit too much of a salty taste, just to balance out the flavors, I'm going to add a pinch of sugar. Add my sugar, just add a pinch of that, and mix it all together. So your sauce is basically complete. You just want to stir and let this cook for a few more minutes and keep stirring while it's continuing to cook. So now that our sauce is pretty much done, I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the stove and let this sit over here for a second. And so my water that's been boiling over here, I'm now going to add my pasta to. So I'm just going to take this and just dump the noodles in. And I'm going to let this cook just so the noodles become just a little bit more soft, maybe for about 5 to 10 minutes. So it looks like my pasta is pretty much complete. So I'm just going to turn off this burner and then strain all the noodles out. And I'm using my tiny little strainer, so this kind of takes longer. So I'm just going to add the noodles that we've added, the pasta that we've cooked into my sauce over here, like so. Strain all the water out of the pasta. So now that all the pasta is in this pan with the sauce, I'm going to mix it around a bit. And I want my spicy sauce to get all over these noodles. So, and I have the pan on low just so it all gets cooked together. I'm going to mix it around. If you want, you can add a little bit more chili flakes on top, or like it's super spicy, but I think mine's spicy enough. So this looks really yummy, and it's pretty much completed. So I'm going to turn my stove off and put it into my serving plate, just about half of it. So there you have it. This was a really quick and simple recipe, and it was my version of pasta arrabbiata. Enjoy! Mango pulp, gelatin, cream, sugar. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I already turned on the stove to a low flame. You want the flame kind of slow. And I'm going to take my mango pulp and just put it in the pan. Whoa, that pan heated up pretty fast. So the reason why we're heating this up is because you want this to become a little bit more thick, and you're gonna add the gelatin in it as well, and the sugar, and you want all of this to kind of mix together and melt and become thick. So I'm just gonna mix it around for a second. As you are mixing, you can tell that it's starting to melt. So now you can tell that my sugar and the gelatin has melted, and this doesn't take too long, maybe about a minute or so. And it's become kind of a nice thicker paste. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this into this bowl over here. So I'm gonna put it all in here. Just make sure I get all of it out. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it into the refrigerator for like just about a minute or two while I do my next step, just so it'll help it cool down a little faster. Stick that in here. So now I'm going to come over to my whipped cream and I'm going to take it in this bowl. I'm just going to transfer it in. Put all of the whipped cream in this bowl. And now I'm going to take this whisk and just whisk it around just to get it kind of thick and a little fluffy. So I'm going to do this for a second. So I've been whisking this for a couple minutes, and now I'm going to check on my mango pulp. So hopefully now it's cooled down a little bit. Yep, it has. And now you can see it's become a little bit more thick. So what I'm going to do is just set this aside, take the mango pulp, and I'm just going to add it to this bowl, like so. Just put all of it inside. And now we don't want to mix it like too rapidly. We're just going to take it and kind of turn it over a little bit, like so. You don't want to start mixing it like this. I'm just going to turn it over a little bit, and you can see as the two are starting to get mixed, the color is changing. It's becoming a little bit more yellow. And now I'm going to take a little bit out and put it in a smaller bowl because this is much more nice to present and to eat it in. So I'm just going to take a little bit from this bigger bowl and put it in here. Fill it up to the top. There we go. And what I'm going to do is let it sit in the refrigerator for a while. Maybe you want to let it sit for like 45 minutes to an hour, so the texture will become much more mousse-like and it tastes better cold. So there you have it. Basically, this is a simple and easy way to make yummy mango mousse. For more interesting recipes at The Bachelor's Kitchen, subscribe to my channel.